Have you actually made a concerted effort from the get-go to try and avoid being boxed into a certain...
Well, at first you have to take what you can get. Let's face it, the best of what you can get. Sometimes you could say no, and I did do that a few times, even though I needed the dough. I kept doing theater and doing plays, and that was always a way to feed myself. And once I got that opportunity, I didn't want to do things that were just like violent and exploitive. And I feel like some actors have gotten stuck doing that, even great actors. And I don't necessarily like that all the time, you know. It's less of a challenge sometimes to act in an action type of kind of film. So I did consciously, once I had an opportunity, I turned down a lot of that stuff. I did.
A lot of people were surprised to see you in Transformers.
Well,
should they have been?
Yeah. Some people have said that, and some people were happy that I was in it. So I had, a lot of what I did was cut out, because of that kind of movie. But, I've turned a lot of those movies down over the years, a lot of them. When that came up, my son said, you should do it. It'll be a fun thing to do, and a lot of people will see it. And when I read it, I thought, well, maybe I could do something, fun with it. Why do you want me? I asked them, and they said, we've seen you do comedy, and which I didn't do initially. I never got cast in comedies, and then eventually I showed that I could do that too. So I said, okay, I'll give it a go, and I didn't have a bad time doing it. I had to get used to it. It's a very different way of making movies.
What was the biggest difference between?
Well, working with something that's not there.
Yeah.
I used to tell them, I said, can't you make a big balloon or something that have something to react to? And the kid, Shire, he was very good at it. But it's probably not that long ago that he was playing with his Transformers, you know what I mean? So it was almost like when I play with my kids and we play, figures, or play Castle or something, and I'm the knight, and you have to get into that headspace. And but like I said, I wish they would have kept more of what I did in it. And but it was you had to get into it and do it. It was a little different for me, but not anything can be a challenge. So and movies, since I've not done so many of those kinds of movies, are more and more these big extravaganzas now. And so if I say no to every single one of them, it's hard for me to support my real habit.
Was the one for the bank account and one for the arts?
Yeah, well, Burt Lancaster used to say you do one for them and one for yourself, one for them and one for yourself. So that's not a bad way to do it. I've done probably like 3 for me and 1 for them, so maybe I have to balance that a little bit more.